Now, I just wanted to, uh, I don't know what words, I don't have any words to say. Honestly speaking, don't think I'm exaggerating and I'm showing off. I'm telling you, I have reported around 28 plantains saplings from a huge pot of 25 kg mud. Tilt it, take out the plant, do all the things. Those who all know reporting, you have to do all the cutting of the pakka root, side roots, branch roots, and not the mother root. See, there also the mother root is very important. In every plant, there's a mother root. If you cut the mother root, the entire plant is gone. But if you cut the branches, the mother root will fix it herself on the mud and then start growing. So this is the way I've been brought up in my life. And if at all I have an inclination towards mud and nature, it's definitely from my Narayan Tata, Avananjiri Agraharam, my Amma's Appa, and my Amma, and my Appa. And I remember as a child, when we built that house at Karuppukoil, East Fort, opposite uh, Ayyappa temple, or rather opposite Fort High School, that's lane. It was called Karuppukoil lane though, because that all belonged to the Maharaja's family those days. Later it was sold, you know. It was a Koikal place. So when we built the house, there was hardly I think I was 8 years. Then we had place, side we had place, it was around 12 cents of land. 4 cents the house was made, and the other 4 cents was left vacant for all vaare and kariyapale, nandiyavatte, chambarati, tetti, sitapalam, chakkai. Amma had jackfruit plants, chakkai, mangai, so many things in that. And when it all grew, Amma couldn't cultivate other vegetables in between them because it was chole. We call it chole means shade. Because all the plants grow so big, it was enveloping the floor, I mean the ground, and she couldn't do further uh, growing of vegetables. But she was so keen on cultivating things. I remember uh, we never had the facility to go to stay. Those days, no terrace, nobody will make a staircase, no. So Appa had not made a way to go to the staircase. So I remember there was around 18 feet long ladder, bamboo ladder. Those days, bamboo ladders were so good, safe also than the Batla ladder, from which I fell and broke my ribs years ago. So it is firm on the ground, and they tie it on both the sides somewhere so it doesn't move. So I remember Amma uh, climbing on the ladder, each step, and climbing up on the terrace. From down, she'll take one. Those days, no plastic cover, nothing. The cement chakka we call, the cement chakka she'll put less, and she'll climb up and put it in a landing there. Sunshade, we call it sunshade. Above the windows, there's something called sunshade. She'll keep it on the sunshade. Then she'll climb up and then clear the place and again come down and she'll put. Each time she goes, she'll pick up one bag and put it on the terrace and come. So later when we saw that, like we children also joined in that. My Maniyanna, Murthy Anna, myself, we used to help her, and Appa also used to help her. So climbing on the 18 feet ladder, she made a beautiful garden on the terrace. She had grown Vendaka, Katrika, Padavaranga, Mukutti avarai, that is called the cloud beans, Mukutti avarai, Kanakambaram, rose chedi, and one part was completely left free to make all the vadams and vettal and apla, chakkai apla and marachini apla, all those things, one place was kept vacant. And seeing Amma doing it, opposite house there was one auntie called Sushila auntie. She was also terribly inclined to do all these things. She started her terrace garden. So this terrace garden concept happened when I was 8 years in my birthplace, Trivandrum. So seeing my mother doing all these things in the terrace by climbing 18 feet long ladder. And after seeing all the difficulties, Appa decided that he will make a staircase. Then that is when the staircase was put From one, he made a separate room which connects the hall and made a way to go to the stair, to the upstairs, making one room. And I remember that room was exclusive for my Anna, elder Anna, Mani Anna, to study during his college days. Because he was in Marvanis College, and he needed to do a lot of practical physics, chemistry. He has taken physics, chemistry, maths. So he had a lot to, that's drawing and a lot. So he used to have a table lamp, and a table was put there, and he used there, and he allowed me to sit down and study. So he will study his lessons. The same thing he will also teach me. And he'll put maths things. You need the pandit, other pandit, like that. So the childhood was so nice. No competition, no ego. No kind of, there was no sibling rivalry, was not there. Such a peaceful life we had. And needless to say, the terrace was completely, turned into a garden. She had paneer roast. So you call it whatever you call it, will be there. And every 15 days, Amma used to harvest the arakirai in a moram and clean it and wash it and clean it and then pack it in a nice mundu thodi. That is veshti, that is what you call dhoti thodi. Nicely tight and send it through Appa. Because Sundays only day Appa is free. So Appa used to go to Thaikad and give Tamichi Banka. Vegetables, so many things, that's what I told you, she was such an industrious woman. So there are times I feel she should have lived little more time. Of course, maybe I'm very selfish, but one thing, she saw me becoming a very good dog breeder, and she saw me doing things, and she saw people coming and fixing up appointment with me, and I'm dealing with the people, how I'm dealing with the people, and all those things she saw by her own eyes, and she saw me breeding so well, and there also she told me, you are doing very well, நீ நன்னா எல்லாம் பண்றாயின்னு ஒரு நல்ல பேர் கிடைச்சாச்சு, ஆனா அந்த பேரை நீ காப்பாத்திக்கணுமே தவிர பேரை நீ ஸ்பாயில் பண்ணிக்க கூடாது, எனக்கு எல்லாம் கிடைச்சாச்சு நீ நினச்சிக்கப்படாது. ஸோ ஐ யூஸ் டு டெல் ஹர் my line of life was to become a Carnatic vocalist, stage singer. But unfortunately or fortunately, my husband was not, he did not agree for that, because there is a logic in that, because he said, if you start, I am in a traveling job. If you start traveling everywhere here and there, then who will take care of the children? And his parents will come, his brother will come, his sister will come. Who will take care of them when they come? The house locked. When I come from a tour, the house is locked. You are somewhere, I am somewhere, children are somewhere. It is not possible. So you have to, you do what, he said, you do whatever you want inside the house, which can give you activities, and you can, if you want to earn some money for your own self, you earn. But that should be from the house and not going out, because we are family, we have certain responsibilities. So obviously I had to, not think of this singing as a, that's what I always say, Carnatic vocal, oh they sing so well, they go here, they go there, they play, they are singing so well, they say. But one thing, I always feel they're only doing one thing in their life. But if I had concentrated to become a Carnatic music vocalist, to be a stage singer, I'd be only doing that. I would have produced children, I would have brought them up, and I can say my children are there, that's all. But the personal touch in the food, the personal touch in the making of the food, the personal touch in bathing them, the personal touch in leaving them to school and bringing them back to school, from school, and sitting with them for the homework, sitting in the school when the exams are over, to bringing them back. All those things, I always feel people was talking so high of themselves, and people appreciating all musicians, and oh they are this, they are that, they are this, but they are only that. So this Amma told me, I told, நான் எனக்கு வந்து மியூசிக்கில் இன்னைக்கு வரணும்னு நினச்சேன், பட் எனக்கு இப்படி ஆயிடுது. She said, எப்படி ஆயிடுது, என்னதாச்சு, ஒன்றும் ஆகலை, யூ கேன் சிங் நவ், யூ கேன் ஈவன் சிங் நவ். வீட்டில் கிளாஸ் குழந்தைக்கு கிளாஸ் எடுத்துக்கோ, நீ டெய்லரிங் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் படிச்சுக்கோ. பிகாஸ் at the age of 11 I started tailoring. I told her, Mama taught me tailoring classes. She asked me to go to tailoring classes. So she told, tailoring படிச்சுக்கோ, குழந்தைலாம் பிறக்கிறதுக்குலாம் tailoring படிச்சுக்கோ சொன்னேன் உங்ககிட்ட. So it's true. So every gone. Every time I go to Trivandrum, the question they ask is, "Ennaki thirumbi porai?" When are you going back? They will not say, "You have come, please stay here for 10 days. If 15 இருந்துட்டு போ." Parent, my two children, So she said, ஆச்சிங்கல் போய் அம்மஞ்சேரி கிராமத்தில் போய் தாத்தா பாட்டி குழந்தைய காட்டிட்டு வா. அப்புறம் மாமாட்ட கட்டியாச்சா, சரி இப்போ சாஸ்திரங்கள்ட்ட போய் மூர்த்தி நட்ட போயிட்டு வா, எல்லா ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸும் பார்த்தாச்சா, சரி. The moment will you believe it or not, the moment I enter the place, put the suitcase down and she'll conjure with the children. First strict is go and have bath. Then she'll conjure with the children. She'll make whatever the children likes, whatever I like, everything is there. And she'll say, "Ennaki thirumbi porai? திரும்பி டிக்கெட் புக் பண்ணியாச்சா?" I said, இல்லைம்மா புக் பண்ணல. மூர்த்தி பார்த்துக்கோ, நல்ல நாளாக பார்த்து டிக்கெட் புக் பண்ணி கொண்டு விட்டுட்டு வாடா. See, it made it very clear that, Amma made it very clear that when you're gone out of the house in a marriage life, you have certain duties towards your marriage life. It is not that she's not mentioning that you don't come here. You're coming and staying here should be limited. Come with your husband, come along with the children, go back. This continued till she was alive. So, and here also I must tell you, I remember the initial stages of my marriage. Modaga pudi, tenga pudi, what do you call, togel pudi, so many things are there. Urga, all those things will be there, right? So when Amma was trying to make it, my husband told her, if you have the confidence that you have brought up your daughter so well, as you claim, he's a very straightforward person, as you claim so, don't pack any of these things to her. Let her do it. She has got hands. If she doesn't know, let her call and ask you and let her do it. Don't spoil her by this. Can you believe? Without even telling one word, my Amma took out all the parcels and put it in. So she said, what he says is true. What he says is true. So I'm telling you again and again, a mother is the one who spoils the child, or the mother is the one who brings up the child. Even when we are into breeding, our breeding was, see, the Secretary of Kennel Club of India, he'll always say, you want to become a commercial breeder, you decide you want to be. If you want to be a passionate breeder, who is passionate about breeding and breeding for the line and breeding for the character, breeding for the quality, you are separate. Don't mix up yourself this and that. Think of something and go. There also, I got the opportunity of meeting the topmost breeders, and they were all like my mother. They taught me that same thing. So I was a passionate dog breeder. Of course I made money. I will never say I did not make money. I did make money. But it was for a passion. And even in the breeding, we see that the character of the mother. Before taking the female for a mating session, sorry to use this word, mating session, we go and check the male and its character and its five generation pedigree certificate, to see that whether what qualities the male is carrying in him, which he is going to transfer to the next generation. That's what they say. Sai kennels puppies, we can say, the moment the puppy come out itself, we can make out this from Sai kennels. It's not, I'm not telling because only it's my kennel. Plenty of lovely kennels were there at those time. What I mean to say is, even in breeding the dogs, we look at the quality and not the quantity, and we look at the mother's quality, father's quality, and then breed the best mother, the best father, seeing the 5 generations of the mother and the father. Okay? So that is the reason we could bring out the best puppies and we could be the best breeders and could stand up. Even today, even though I'm not breeding dogs, I have a good name. You get to go to Super Specialty Hospital, Bangalore, my veterinarian there says, do you know who this is? She says, she's an industry. He says, she's an industry. Don't think she's so docile and sitting like that. She's an industry, a person who did quality breeding. So when you hear this from your own veterinarian, you feel so proud of yourself. At the same time, as my mother said, this pride, my father says, pride goes before a fall. He always says to stay, pride goes before a fall. So he always says every day, every second, every minute, we have to improve ourselves in life. And at 66, I will say I'm still learning, and I want to learn more and more, one more, till I die. And all the credit goes to my Amma, who brought me up very strict, very strict. When all the other cousins, children were all, doing high level in studies, and they were put off from the kitchen, Amma said no. I remember she's even argued with Tangichi Periyamma once. அக்கா அதுக்கும் இதுக்கும் சம்பந்தம் கிடையாது, படிப்பு வேற கிச்சன் ஒர்க் வேற, தெரியணும், எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும், களவும் கற்றுமரா, தூக்கத்தில் எழுப்பி she said the word, தூக்கத்தில் எழுப்பி 50 பேருக்கு சமைச்சு போடணும்னு சொன்னா அதுவும் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். But it happened, as I told you, when Michael brought his 50 children home, the orphan children home, I cooked for 50 people all by myself. That's all because of the upbringing. And I tell you one more thing, system, dedication, devotion, time factor, implementation is very important in life. Anywhere is a small mishap, your life is gone. So I'm so happy, and I'm overwhelmed to say that I could finish. I thought I started the reporting from February end. So I thought, because I'm doing it all by myself, lifting the pot and putting, there's no space in the front because the car is parked and I have to make a protection around the Maruti van. I always say, Maruti, I'm doing a protection around you, because I have to put it in the road, there's no place for other vehicles to go. Such a small narrow lane here, road, sorry. So the car has to be in the porch. So somehow I managed, and I'm so glad that even though I lost many of my plants, due to so many reasons, I don't want to tell who stole it and all, I don't want to say that. I could revive all the bullai plant, which Appa had given me long back. Of course, I had made around 25 plants from what Appa gave me, one plant from Trivandrum. But unfortunately, somebody had stolen it in a previous place. I don't want to say where it is. I don't want to hurt anybody, because I felt, okay, if they feel they want to steal and take it, let them take it. And of late, I heard that they have been arrested for a fraud case. So this is what my Amma always says, Palanal Kallan Urnal Agappaduvan. So whatever we do, we must always think there's somebody who's watching. The watching eyes are above, it's watching you. You can fool other people by stealing, but the person who's up, you cannot close his eyes. So again, coming back to the point of talking about the upbringing, yes, I can today say with wholeheartedly that I owe all my salutations to my Amma, Lalitha Amma, for bringing me up so well, disciplined, highly devoted, disciplined, organized. If I say mudiyadu, she said mudiyadu no mundo, like that. And when I came here, got married and came here, when I told my husband that I don't know Kannada and I cannot go to the market and buy things, it is impossible. It is impossible to learn Kannada in a month or so, Srinivas, like what I told my husband. That time my husband, so the word impossible is found only in the dictionary of fools. Now you decide whether you want to be a fool or you want to be a wise person. I took it as a challenge there. I brought a book called Learn Kannada in 30 Days, and I learned Kannada, reading, writing, and learn. Of course, I've forgotten everything now. Maybe when I go back to Karnataka, it'll come back. I can talk, but I cannot read and write now because I'm completely out of touch. And there I had to write, I had to read at Karnataka, but here nothing. Tamil. So there also Amma told mudiyadu no mundo. Here when I came to my husband, he said the word impossible is found only in the dictionary of fools. That is true. So at 66, this July I'll be 67. I am so proud. I am so honored, to say that all my salutations go to my Amma and Appa, especially Amma, for being so strict, And here also, my husband was also very strict. My mother-in-law is a strict person. So that's what my Amma always say. ஒரு மோல்டுக்குள்ள அச்சு, ஷீஸ் காட் அச்சு, மோல்டு. அந்த மோல்டுக்குள்ள நீ என்ன போடுறியோ அதுதான் வெளியில வரும். நீ மோல்டுக்குள்ள மண்ணை போட்டா மண்ணு தான் வெளியில வரும். நீ மோல்டு போட்டு அதை போட்ட. So she used to say the molding is very important. And luckily I could implement all these things to my 2 kids. And today I am also very proud to say that my elder daughter Dhanya, she's doing so well in wildlife and she's living her life so beautifully, and she's also self-made woman now. Now she's already 42, so I must call her a lady woman. She's self-made woman. She never looked back and she never made the father or the mother spend for her, and she did everything on her own, and I'm so proud of her. Of course it is not possible for her to visit us too often because she's in a very responsible job. So but still, as I always say, don't hold on to children. Once like Amma says, when the kuruvi is born, if the feathers are ready, the mother put the nose, put the beak and pull the bird outside, the chickling outside. It is not because we may feel the mother is very harsh to the chickling. No, she's teaching the chickling to fly. She can't prick like that in such way the chicklings will fly. The same way, mothers should always see that you are the one who is going to mold your daughter's or a son's life for lifetime. So see that the mold is poured the proper proportion of things in such a way that they don't lack anything in their life till their life is there. Okay, thank you. Sign.